India consumes more than 75 million square meters of processed architectural glass every year. Out of this, toughened glass accounts for nearly 35 to 40% of demand in commercial and high-rise residential projects. Over the last decade, demand for facade and architectural glass has grown at approximately 8 to 10% CAGR, driven by urbanization, premium housing, commercial real estate, and infrastructure. Seeing this growth, many entrepreneurs entered the toughened glass processing business. Between 2014 and 2024, more than 300 mid-sized tempering furnaces were installed across India. The average investment per mid-sized plant ranges between 8 crore and 15 crore rupees. At first glance, the opportunity looks attractive. Growing market, visible demand, relatively straightforward process. Buy float glass, process it, sell at a margin. But let's look at the numbers. A typical tempering furnace with 2440 by 3660 mm capacity can process approximately 450 to 600 square meters per shift, depending on thickness mix. If the plant runs 2 shifts, theoretical monthly capacity can reach 25,000 to 30,000 square meters. That is theoretical capacity. Actual capacity utilization in India averages between 55 and 70% for most regional players. Why? Order mix variation, thickness changeovers, downtime, power fluctuations, rejections, market demand mismatch. So instead of 30,000 square meters per month, many plants operate closer to 18,000 to 21,000 square meters. Now let's talk margins. Processing charges for toughened glass in India typically range between 90 rupees to 160 rupees per square foot, or roughly 970 rupees to 1,720 rupees per square meter, depending on thickness, location, and competition. However, pricing pressure in competitive markets often pushes effective contribution lower. Let's take a realistic blended processing margin of 600 rupees to 900 rupees per square meter contribution after raw glass cost. At 20,000 square meters monthly output, revenue might look healthy, but contribution is what matters. If contribution per square meter is 750 rupees on average, monthly gross contribution equals 1.5 crore rupees. Now subtract costs. Power cost per square meter can range between 120 rupees to 180 rupees depending on furnace efficiency and electricity tariff. Labor and staff salaries for a mid-size plant may range between 18 lakh rupees to 30 lakh rupees per month. Factory overhead, maintenance, consumables, compressor systems, and AMC contracts add another 8 rupees to 15 lakh rupees monthly. Interest cost on a 10 crore loan at 10% annually adds roughly 8 rupees to 9 lakh rupees per month. Now, the real stress point, working capital. If monthly billing is 3 rupees to 4 crore rupees and receivable cycle is 75 days, nearly 7 rupees to 9 crore rupees gets locked in debtors. Add raw material inventory of 15 to 20 days. Total capital employed often becomes 1.5 to 2 times plant investment. So instead of 10 crore, effective capital employed can become 15 to 18 crore. Now calculate return on capital employed. If annual profit after tax is 2 to 3 crore, ROCE becomes 13 to 18%, not 30%, not extraordinary. Now imagine utilization drops to 50%. Contribution falls dramatically. Fixed costs remain. Profit can quickly convert into loss. This is the power and danger of operating leverage. Toughened glass processing is a high fixed cost business. The furnace depreciation continues whether glass runs or not. The salaries are fixed. Interest is fixed. Electric demand charges are fixed. When utilization rises from 55% to 80%, profitability multiplies. When utilization falls from 60% to 45%, profitability collapses. Now consider competition. India has more than 800 small and medium tempering units. In many regional clusters, multiple plants compete for the same builder and fabricator base. This creates price undercutting. Processing becomes a volume game. The differentiator shifts from price to delivery speed, quality consistency, low rejection rate, architect and facade consultant relationships, ability to supply DGU, laminated and specialty products. Plants that rely only on single product toughened glass struggle. Plants that move up the value chain perform better. For example, double glazed units can increase contribution per square meter significantly. Laminated toughened glass adds additional processing value. Curved or jumbo-sized glass attracts premium pricing. The real question is not, is toughened glass demand growing? The real question is, can your plant sustain 75% utilization consistently? Because below break-even utilization, the economics weaken fast. Break-even for many mid-size plants lies between 55 and 65% utilization. Above that, returns improve sharply. Below that, working capital stress increases. And then comes the cash flow cycle. Builders often delay payments. Real estate slowdowns directly impact demand. Seasonal fluctuations reduce capacity usage during monsoon and slow quarters. So this business is cyclical, it is regional, it is capital intensive, and it is operationally demanding. Yet, it can be profitable. The best performing processors share common characteristics. They secure long-term relationships with 40 to 60 strong fabricators. They maintain strict credit control. They diversify into DGU and laminated segments. They reduce power cost through solar or optimized load management. They maintain rejection rates below 2 to 3%. They operate with daily capacity tracking. They focus on return on capital, not just revenue growth. Revenue growth without utilization discipline destroys returns. The plant does not generate profit. Throughput generates profit. Working capital discipline protects profit. And capacity utilization multiplies profit. India's facade and premium housing demand will likely continue growing at high single digits. But supply of processing capacity is also growing. That means long-term success will depend not on entering the business, but on managing capital and capacity better than competitors. Because in processing industries, scale without discipline creates stress. But disciplined utilization creates compounding returns. This is not just a glass story. This is the story of capital-intensive regional processing businesses. And that is why we analyze businesses through one lens: capital employed, capacity utilization, return on capital. This is capital and capacity, where numbers matter more than narratives.